the Zips will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Polk. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk about Akron. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot. There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Polk. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows when to bring it. He'll keep it himself. Smashes through the tackle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the option. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they will score. Touchdown, Zips. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 35, he's got both. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Hills. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down and 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for room. It's Curry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The clock winds down for 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. And the Zips will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pierce. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Polk. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got a man. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. That's caught. It's Curry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Curry. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighting it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into act.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Zips line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he muffs it, a loose football. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
A huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Pierce. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The play-action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job. Defense sticking with its coverage. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Give to the fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Complete to start this drive. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Zips with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Curry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Creates a little room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Newell. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. All the way in for the touchdown. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gives it on the option. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Polk. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Zips with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Curry.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Zips come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Creates a little space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Zips kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It's a draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business.